Hello everybody, this is Capis Games, and welcome back to Crossout. And this is going to be the first tutorial for building the part of the Invictus. And I'm just going to like grab this one, take this one apart here, and I'm just going to like undo all the build stuff so I can show you guys like what I did, really. First off, we're going to take off armor. And then we're going to like take off all functionals. And take off those two. And these items. As well as this. So we're going all the way from the base. Start. So we're starting out with a 2x4 frame with a meat grinder on here, like 2 blocks before the rear. And we're gonna take another one and like connect the second one up there. And we're just gonna put like a small frame in between so we can actually like. Actually, I don't think that one's even necessary, but like you just for having like a little bit more connection up to the rear one. We're doing that, and I put ammo packs right here, but you can put anything else on there. But we do need this medium strut to keep it like upright and not falling over. And here we got the basic hook system. It like connects up to all the round like edges here, and this is like how you actually like connect up. It needs to be like sticking out a little bit, and just connecting some more stuff up here. And having the cabin right there. This is just like having a bit of a tower around the hook system. And keeping it safe. And I put a mammoth up here, but you can really put anything you want up there. And I decided like you have this room right here for modules, and like I decided to put a cluster in the front for like extra mass because the mass is of course not really that high. And I started like putting up some armor around it, really. Again, you guys can put any kind of armor around it, but you have to like stick to a certain dimension, really. Like just going around it again. I think that was pretty much it. There we go. So yeah, the dimensions are that you can not go past this rear meat grinder. Of course, like that's an absolute like limit. And you cannot go past this outer edge of this meat grinder either. So you can actually put one block right here, and you could like do this kind of stuff. But like of course we are hitting mass number right now, but you could like build up to that limit. And I still have to experiment a little bit like how this is going to be working out, the front action connecting to like hitting the front left section, but I'm just going to like change out the front section itself before recording that with testing. So that this is like how you're going to like have this dimension, so you're going to be up to this section and like 2 more forward. So like the front edge of this one is going to be the limit right here as well. The outer limit on this side, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can make it wider if you want, but preferably just, like, stick to the build to, like, 1 before the edge of the meat grinder. And, like, try to edge it off just to make it prettier. So, anybody, again, like, who has 3 meat grinders in this one, like, as a meat, again, like, just 3 meat grinders, enough levels to at least have this function, like, proportionally good. So, you need at least, like, 2 wide slopes, a long pipe shield, and some APC parts, as well as like some decent armor levels in all the factions to like make it a proper build, and enough weapons to actually like arm it. So in this case, again, it's a mammoth, but you can also go for like, let's say, if you didn't have this, and you would be running a little bit more of a flatbed vehicle. So I'm just like gonna quickly change some things. Can I actually fill this up? Like, let's say you would make a platform right here. It really doesn't matter, but like you could run miniguns, you could run Cassars, you can run Reaper or whatever. You can really just run whatever you want, but you just have to stick to dimensions. And you cannot touch this inside, basically. Right, like this row and up to like 1 thick, so this right here, between that and here, you cannot touch anything. Also, this section right here, you cannot touch that. You can build around it, but you cannot have anything inside here because you will obstruct the hook system. So I'll be undoing this again and showing you guys the variant with the mammoth. And that's really it for this one. I'll be posting another one with this. Like, you have to think that if you have this, actually, let's do that right now, shall we? If you had this loadout base, like, gonna undo everything again. So with this base, you have to think like if you're gonna mirror it. So if you were we're gonna have a front left section. So with this, you will be having actually let's undo that, like redo that. But you would have this one facing forward, and wait, I would like that, and this one reared. Okay, so we have this one. This goes 2 backwards. Can we get that in there? 2 backwards. And we have that thing connect up here. That thing connect up there. That thing connect up there. And this goes right there. And then have a... wait, at what height is it? One front. So, there we go. And we would basically be swapping out these ones. Like this. I'm getting absolutely spammed all over the place. Jesus. And like you just have to like make the hook again. So it goes here. Like this. And you would have a left variant. And actually, I see I make a mistake here. These have to be like this. This would be the left variant. And I will also like post a separate video on how to make a rear version, but currently the front section is really important. So like you could do like 2 of these, 1 front section, 1 central section, and the rear section, and be ready as well. But so I'm gonna record that one later. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later, guys. Bye.